Welcome back to Careful Boys. In this episode, we have a very special announcement.
Yeah.
Nick Dunn is officially
black belt. Woo!
Black belt. Dude, that's a lifelong achievement.
I want to cry, dude.
Yeah. I want to cry.
Sensei Nick the Dick Dunn.
Us, dude. Awesome. So for those of you guys who don't know, in almost every other martial art, black belt is for fucking pussies. And BJJ, which is the black belt that Nick has,
blowjob jitsu.
It's the average time to get one is like 7 to 10 years.
And Nick got it in 20.
And it's so 23. It's so highly regarded that they don't call them sensei, they call them professors. So
which I don't like.
He's a professor of the sport.
We actively say don't call us that.
He's not a teacher. He's a professor.
Professor does sound kind
You're
of
like
funny,
one
though.
of these kind of professors?
Yeah. Yeah. I have a bunch of beakers in my house, dude.
That's so good.
It's a huge fucking achievement. It's hard.
Is there a test or they just throw it at you?
They kind of, well, I wasn't expecting anything. Like, because we were going to promote some of the blue belts and some of the other white belts in the academy.
And everyone got promoted together?
Not, yeah, a couple people got promoted. Not everyone gets promoted.
Just
It's the
gave
people,
them away, huh?
Yeah, we just gave them away.
Yeah.
Just, and then we get paid out for it.
Yeah.
Every belt we give out, we get money. No, but like, you know, some people did get promoted. It's the people that we think deserve promotions.
Do you think they feel left out?
Yeah, sometimes. But that's kind of the point, though. You should feel a little left out. You should be like, yeah, you should train harder, motherfucker. Yeah, it was completely unexpected. What we usually do is, like, if you're gonna get to a new belt, we have a couple of blue belts that have been blue belts for a long time, and they're going to purple belt. So we'll do like Shark Tank rounds. So it'll be like, we had a potluck over there. So the first half of the potluck is everybody training, and then we'll do the guys who are getting promoted. They all stay on their back, and they just roll with the whole academy, and they do it for like 40.
So this is what a potluck is?
Huh? So that's the first half of the potluck.
Oh, okay.
Like when you actually eat.
Yeah.
The first half is everybody's training.
Yeah. After the training.
So pretty much you get attacked by like 20 people.
So then he was naming everybody out, and it was all the all the blue belts going to purple belt that we all expected. And then he called me, my buddy Kenny, who's another coach there, and my other buddy Heinrich, who's a coach at Fight Academy. So he still fights over there, but he trains jiu-jitsu with us. And we all started together in like 2010. That's when we all started doing MMA together.
Started together.
Yeah.
You started jiu-jitsu in 2010?
We started doing MMA, like kickboxing in 2010, and then we didn't start doing the gi until like 2015, 2016.
Wow.
So anyway, so he made us all go down too, and I was like, fuck. I wasn't even expecting to do Shark Tank rounds or anything. I was just gonna fuck around, you know.
It's a different mindset you got.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, dude, we gotta roll with everybody. And so we were rolling with everybody for like 45 minutes, and then we do the promotions, and then my buddy Heinrich. So we do an order. So everyone gets stripes first. So the stripes on the belt, meaning like progress or whatever. And then we did the white belts to blue belts. We had like a 17-year-old that went to a blue belt, won a bunch of tournaments, he's a beast. And then we did the purple belts, the blue belts to purple belts, and we did all those guys. And then next up was, like, we didn't have any people being promoted to brown belt, so the first one, coach pulled out a black belt.
Shit.
We're like, oh shit. And I knew, because I had an idea, it was my buddy Heinrich, like.
So how many belts did he have hiding in his gi?
Dude, we have a little bag. No, honestly, it's like your little grab bag.
It's a trench coat.
Yeah.
He's like, nobody's getting promoted today, don't you worry.
Because usually people have to do that. Like, they put in their gi and they're like, they try to be sneaky with it.
He has to carry every color so no one can predict.
Yeah, exactly.
So when you saw the black belt, you knew it was for you?
I thought it was for my buddy. I thought it was for my buddy Heinrich, and I was like, "Oh, dude, Heinrich's getting this fucking black belt."
Crazy. Because that's a monumental
And he
moment.
calls out Heinrich to come up, and dude, I started like tearing up. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm getting hyped!" Like, because everyone's so
Hype for your homie.
Yeah, because that's, you know, we all started together. He was like, you know, so he got his black belt, and then I got mine right after, and then he called me to go up, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was tripping out.
You're deflecting.
I was. I said, "Are you sure about that?" That's the first thing I said. I was like, "You sure? You sure? You sure I deserve this?"
Wow.
And then the last one was my my other buddy Kenny. So all three of us got our black belts together when we all started training with Joe in 2017. Joe's our current jiu-jitsu coach now. But I always talk about him. He's so special for us because we were doing some bullshit before we trained with him. Like, we were the stone ages of jiu-jitsu before he came. And when he was showing us, like, actually how to train and how to put everything together, we were like, oh shit, this guy is completely different from all the other black belts that we trained with in the past. So, and we've been with him ever since. And
When
we're
you
his
put
first
it
black
on,
belts,
does it
which is crazy.
feel What do you feel when you put on?
It's so fucking corny, but like
That's tight.
you look at it and you go, holy shit, like it's a trip. Like you look at it for so long because I wasn't expecting that.
Did you like jack off in it afterwards?
I fucking
Look in the mirror at home.
No, I didn't do that. But like when I look at pictures, I go, what the fuck? Like it's a trip. Like it just blows my mind.
All my gis would have been white. If I had a black belt, I would have thrown my other color because I wanted to fucking stand out like bam.
Because it's big, dude. It's like getting married or like getting a PhD. It's something that when you start something, you know what the end is, right? And every promotion you get, you're still not there, but you know what it is at the end.
Bart, it's not the end. That's such a normie take, dude.
Hey, thank you, Steve.
Jesus, dude.
It's about the journey, bud.
Nah, but it's funny that you say that because like the first thing my coach said was like, look, like it's so corny, but it's so true. It's like when I got my black belt is when I realized like I don't know shit. That's what he said, and you do feel
They
like
always say that.
Nah, but it's true though.
bullshit.
It's true. Like you, but it's true. Like because you do have to start everything all over again because you have to look at the game.
It's like a bachelor's degree.
If they said, "Who do you get your black belt? You don't know shit." Then let me kick your ass right now. Then I'm a white belt. I really don't know shit.
Nah, but there's some black belts out there that just aren't true. Like not worthy, but like there's levels. Like there's like low level black belts. Mid tier.
So how many levels is there from the black belt? And then I be seeing like red belts and shit.
Yeah, that's like a coral belt.
Those guys are like fucking.
You have to be like you have to be trained for like 50 years or some shit.
50 years.
All right, so
Because even black belt,
Yeah, or coral.
Black
I think
belt,
it's coral. Yeah.
Black belt to the first stripe, you have to be a black belt for even just 5 years.
I think like two or three. Two or
two or
three.
three?
Yeah.
Just
So
to
it's
get-
like every degree on your black
how many
belt.
degrees do you get?
I got no degrees.
No, how many can you in your jujitsu style?
I think for each belt you get like 4 stripes, and then typically you go to the next belt. If it's kids, dude, you're getting one for like courage, one for fucking honor, one for being.
I want to join the kids class.
Because it's like you got to keep feeding the dopamine.
Nothing you can do to like mess up and then they demote you back to brown.
Technically, no. Technically, but like,
Not even if you kill somebody.
nah, I think you might get it.
even more. Because Brazilians are crazy.
What if you're just touching somebody in a funny way?
Funny with that, you get another black belt, dude.
Then
It's like that's almost
then it's like
encouraged.
the Catholic Church. You just open a school somewhere else.
Yeah,
and you're good.
Low key jokes, but like kind of that's how some of these guys operate.
No.
The good thing about our gym is like we just have to not do any of that stuff, and then people will come train with us.
Yeah, because then they'll go all the other scumbag gyms.
For real, like everyone,
so funny.
like every other gym is a little creepy. They're a little culty.
don't fuck
They're
it
a little
up.
like funny. All we have to do is just be nice to everybody.
No crimes, yeah.
For some, like it's funny because we had a bunch of new members from a different gym, and some of them are white belts, and they come in and they're just very like scared and stuff, and then we're like, "Yo, what's up, dude?" And they're like, "Oh, hi," and you could tell they like that because everywhere they go, they are literally treated like shit just because they're white belts, dude. Yeah, and it's like, dude, what the fuck is this?
White belts like
don't exist.
What is it? What is that term when you're like pledging for a fraternity?
Yeah, almost. Yeah,
like
yeah,
a plebe.
like
You're like a plebe in some more traditional jiu-jitsu gyms.
You gotta clean the mats.
Yeah, like you don't even talk to me. Don't
Match for a year.
Go
Yeah,
talk
dude.
to the blue belt if you have any questions. Like, don't even talk to me.
Nah, bro. Like some black belts are like that. Like some new customers will come to the door and they just will be like, they won't even like kind of give them the time of day.
Is your belt transferable if you were to go to like a kung fu place and you're like, oh, I already have this.
Yeah.
Can I?
They'll be like, you don't know crane style, so take that shit off.
What's the culture like though? Like, so now that you're a black belt, if you like roll up to another like jiu-jitsu studio or whatever, like you go to Vegas or something like that, and because you're a black belt, you walk in, do the other black belts have to like test you and shit?
Kinda, yeah.
smell you?
Like I have a target
You,
on my
bring in,
back.
like the board, and then you like break their board and shit like that.
Like they'll try to fucking kind of kill me. You know what I mean?
Because they all want to see.
Yeah,
They all wanna see what's
they'll
up.
be, like,
Because
more,
you gotta rep your school, right?
Everyone's curious. Yeah.
Yeah.
You walk right in, like with your black belt on, and walk on top of their logo.
I step on it and I start rubbing my
And
feet
start
on it.
slowly taking off your fucking.
So what if you just want to go train because you're like in Austria or whatever?
Everyone does that.
Austria.
Right.
Yeah.
I
everyone does
can't.
Do they know that you're a black belt?
that. If you show up on gi day.
Yeah, if it's like gi, yeah.
Dude, it's the same shit as me walking in with my purple belt from Junri Karate. Nobody's gonna fucking know who I am. It's not like there's a barcode on the fucking belt.
Would you ever like go to a spot and like just you know, bust out your old blue belt, just wear it, even though you know you're a black belt, just to be like, oh.
People, that's frowned upon in the community. Like people will get mad at you for that.
So you'll get an extra belt for
But
that?
like you know, like in jiu-jitsu, like YouTube content, like that'll be a prank. Like a black belt wears a blue belt and he enters a random gym.
Spider-Man costume and goes to the hood.
Yeah. Kyrie Irving just dresses like an old guy.
Yeah, and then they'll have like B-roll of like other guys rolling with them, saying like, "Oh, you're no way you're a blue belt." You know, they say some shit like that.
Really good for a white belt. How'd you do that?
And he's like, "He has no idea." Like that's what they'll do. That's the whole concept.
The one I don't get about those is why did he dress up as Spider-Man? It's like nobody wants to play Spider-Man in basketball. Like that one doesn't make sense to me.
It hides all his identifying features perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, alright.
The way I found out was Mike's song texted me. He's like,
Oh,
Nick
really?
got his black belt today. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah, Mike was there, man.
Dang.
Oh,
My
did Mike
boy-
get a stripe?
me and my boy
Did he
Mike.
get a stripe?
I think he did actually.
Oh yeah.
Mike's getting good, bro.
I thought he hasn't been training.
He came back. He was out because he had a neck injury and he had Batman neck, so he couldn't like turn his
Oh,
head.
dang.
That shit sucks, bro.
From dancing?
No, from jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu fucks you up, dude.
Yeah, especially if you're not like training those neck muscles.
I thought he was doing purees or some shit.
That hurts.
So now that you have your black belt, what's your next like goal? Are you gonna do a tournament? Are you gonna do any
Yeah, I
fights?
plan on competing, but right now it's just like we actually got a bunch of new black belts coming to the gym from like other gyms in our area. So like we've been training with those guys and it's been really cool.
Do you sometimes punch him?
Yeah, good question.
Test them?
like real lightly.
No. We try to be on our best behavior.
This is why Joe's not a black belt, by the way.
Did your knives ever fall out?
You ever got a black belt in karate?
I never got a black belt in my life. Ever.
That's standard for most people.
But yeah, it was a trip.
But I could fuck up hella black belts though. They're fucking weak, dude. in a unfair advantage.
But did you go to karate school or anything?
I did a couple of
What's
stuff.
the highest you got?
Well, the last one I think I had 3 stripe. Well, it was like they didn't have the belt system. They just have white, brown, black.
They should have given him his brown though. Me and Steve were at that one, and that was a fucking scam, dude.
Bullshit. He was better than everybody there.
Better than everyone there.
Everyone there. I'm not just saying that either, because I would love to clown on him and say he wasn't.
But he was better than everyone else was half-assing their fucking forms and shit. And then I'm like, man, give this motherfucker a brown belt. But I think we're being too loud. We're gonna embarrass Joe.
Yeah, we were yelling it too. We were like, you give his fucking brown belt right now.
Get a brown belt, but then because you guys are obnoxious, they're like, no, they must teach him a lesson.
I want to talk to the fucking manager.
Who's bullshit? This guy's not keying hard enough.
So speaking of brown belts, like, can we take your brown belt and like hang it up in the office now?
Yeah, if you want.
dude.
That's one of the only belts I have still.
Why?
I
Where's
still have
your
my
other
brown
ones?
belt. I think I still have
So
my
you
purple.
lost the other ones?
I lost my blue belt. I lost my white belt.
Are they just meaningless to you? Is that why?
In the middle of a roll, you're just like, where the fuck did it go?
Or did you give it to people?
No, I didn't give it to people.
Because that's the tradition too. Like you pass it on to the next person so they can put yours on.
Oh shit, that's tight.
He's like,
Are you white? Is it white, blue, purple, black?
Or be
Brown, black, yeah.
Bart watches hella dramatic kung fu movies, dude.
Bart wants the ceremonies.
Yeah.
fucking blue belt.
It's like, is it underground in a cave and there's fucking torches everywhere?
You gotta go on a quest to get your blue belt. Oh,
You know what
used
does
blue
look
belt.
sick though? When the black belt is so used up that it starts to get all fucked up and you can see the white. Yeah.
Did you get pissed if we spilled peroxide on it when you like brought it back?
No, you bleached it.
My tie-dye.
The knowledge is leaving my brain. It's all leaving my brain.
I'm forgetting it all.
But also the jujitsu belts look a little different from the karate belts.
they do?
Yeah, because the karate belts are like fucking thick and it's made
They're
for
less
performance.
starched.
So it's made for performance, right? So then like when you're doing karate, it's like and then like the jujitsu ones, like you don't want it fucking dangling like a cholo's belt, you know?
Right.
So you want to have it short.
So you can't pull that during a.
Oh, you can.
What?
There's
Anything.
like there's guards with it that you can.
Can you like switch it with like take someone's black belt, put it on during a roll?
What was that like? They go like this and they'll fucking tie it around you and shit.
Like there's a guard that we like to play where it's like it's usually it's like lapel guard where you pull someone's lapel and you pull it like this so they can't like move, but you could do it with a belt. Like you can like sit up guard with
I don't
it.
think I've ever seen.
That's pretty cool.
Have you ever seen those videos of, like, I like to watch how stuff's made, and they have the videos of them making black belts in those factories, and they're just like, conveyor belts of fucking black belts just like going off the line and getting put into big packages, right, and shipped in huge containers and shit.
Bart's like, wait, they don't have somebody hand sewing them from like the temples and shit?
That's fake news, dude.
No, they ship 180,000 a week.
They're fucking giving them away.
Yeah, they're fucking clear plastic containers and
It's
shit.
not floating monks in Tibet that are just fucking putting these things
Japanese
together?
masters getting fucking squid ink and dyeing every single one of them.
I think they produce an episode on just black belts.
How stuff is made.
Easiest things to produce. It's like easier than any other.
They're almost meaningless.
Some producer like got his ass beat and he's just like pissed.
It's way more difficult
you know
to make
what?
the white ones because you have to dye it.
Yeah, it's really, it's a longer process.
There are people that like give themselves a black belt though.
What can we do? What can we do in the office to commemorate your martial arts journey? Like some kind of decoration that like symbolizes it. We have nothing that really
I don't
shows.
know. That's I'll
like an old gi, or you got like.
I'll get because of my
Make
belts.
a wax figure of his ear. It's a giant wax figure of his ear.
That'd be kind of tight,
Mike
actually.
Tyson ear candy. The ones that like.
We should have a quality versus quantity competition. So like he's got a quality black belt, and then I'll go out and I'll collect hella black belts from like Taekwondo studios that will give it to me in 1 year. So I'll be like, I got this from this.
I do have a second degree black belt in Taekwondo, and that shit you just pay for it.
That's lit though.
How much did you pay for it?
You don't even have to show up. You can pay them.
How much money do you think you invested
I'll
to the
pay
point
'em.
where you got your second degree black?
Dude, so much. Because I was like, what, like 11 when I got it or some bullshit?
Damn, dude, you were a little killer.
You were a master at 11?
I was like really good when I was young.
Bro, you don't got no videos?
Look at my ass whooped.
Prodigy, dude.
I wouldn't know legit, bro. You know what I mean?
Honestly, if it wasn't for Taekwondo, I don't think I'd be like good at like dancing.
The
For
coordination.
sure.
That's because it is dancing, dude. I swear to God, there's so many forms. It's like Jesus Christ.
Some of the best
I'm not-
tumblers are
I did it.
Taekwondo guys.
I thought it was just fucking dancing, and I had to quit.
I used to hate doing forms. That was the worst part of like karate or taekwondo. I used to hate it. I'd be like, I want to do this.
So you never have done like jujitsu forms?
There's no jiu-jitsu forms, I don't think.
Do you want to get it first? Do you want
Yeah.
I have an idea
moves
for
are kind of
a,
formed.
just soloing?
Yeah.
I have an idea for a JK adventure. We'll go to Lionheart and then we Shark Tank you.
All right, we can do that.
So all of us.
We get weapons.
What's Shark Tank?
Wait, whoa.
So we roll with him, but then he has to take on like us 5, but one at a time, and then we could see his black belt expertise get demonstrated.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 3v1.
Jesus, Bart's talking about it. It's like he's just so talented at karate.
You know what was surprising though? A lot of people like, because in my head I'm like, okay, having a black belt is cool, like it's tight, you know, there's something that I was working towards, or just like working, like I got as a result of training jiu-jitsu, you know. But then all these random people that I just didn't think would ever give a fuck about it at all were like, congratulations, and I was like,
Well, everyone knows a black belt's a big thing, man. That's like,
why would you
like,
think someone would
I don't
do
care
it?
about college, but when people graduate, I tell them congratulations.
but like, you know, but it's different when people say it to you on Instagram when they like text you and then like they call you and shit. They're like, yo, dude, like congrats. People that I didn't know were even into martial arts at all, or like even knew what a fucking jiu-jitsu black belt was. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes it doesn't track with certain people.
I think the
which it
culture
shouldn't.
is more mainstream now, because even in the UFC, there's like high-level fighters that don't have their black belt, and then like let's say they win the fight, and then their coach comes in the cage and then puts their new belt on their neck, and you see them being emotional, like they almost didn't even care they won the fight. They don't care they just made like $500,000. They cared that their coach gave them the belt. So they're like, oh shit, that's fucking crazy.
Do you think he has like a brown belt and a black belt, and then if he loses the fight, he puts a brown belt?
Shit.
Or he just tucks it away.
Yeah, he's like, no, not this one, not this one. No.
And he still gets a black belt.
Yeah.
The appetite of the dude who like harassed you on the street says congrats.
Hey man, I heard you got your black belt. How'd you know?
The cop who gave you the jaywalking ticket says congrats.
He gives me a
It's a
hug.
major accomplishment
No, it
because
really is.
Awesome.
they don't make jujitsu black belts like. Oh, they do make them in a factory.
make 'em in a factory, yeah.
But they don't make it easy. They don't make it easy at all.
180,000.
Just roll them around.
Man, these are going fast. Was there
It's the same Taekwondo black belt that they use too.
Same one.
It's all the same.
other than like your coach, was there like somebody in particular that you know like it made
made you feel a lot that they witnessed you or like congratulated you on getting this? Something that you either like pettily needed to prove yourself to?
Oh, not really. It was really cool to get it with my boys. Like that was fucking.
That's the sickest, man.
Like, cause to think about where we started from and how we got into this whole fucking game, like, is
And it's
crazy.
They were all like dedicated up to stick with it that whole time. Yeah.
Because like even some of the guys from the pod that we all trained with, like some of them who were kind of supposed to get their black belt before us, like they still kind of fell off too, you know. Or
did you have a period where you took a break at all?
like here and there, like I think inconsistency was probably more of an issue than anything. Like especially on like purple belt days and
I'll be back. I just took a year break, but I'll be back.
yeah, like just on and
Oh,
off.
I thought I was gonna leave the video right now.
Like where you going
I was
right
like, where you
now?
going, dude? But once again, it was really important. Like it just meant more that I got it from my coach, who thought that we were ready for it. Because he definitely like holds us back and shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad he did because it's like
Because you were probably ready, but he's all like, no, not yet.
yeah, maybe. But it's such a mindset shift too. It's like that's the other thing.
I'm glad that you got it there.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you ever feel like
Yeah.
you're only giving it to me because you gave it to them? You don't want me to feel left out.
But yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But did you go home that night and smash?
Smash what?
Never mind.
Nah, dude.
You know what you need to do?
Nah, no way, dude.
Just be naked, nothing but black belt, and you go hiya, and then you make your dick bow. You
Oh.
go hiya.
Not even jujitsu.
Yeah.
Skill.
I thought that was going to be something crude, but it turned out to be really honorable.
Because there's torches everywhere.
Yeah, it's torturous. And then he's just butt ass naked. He goes, Diva, hiya, awesome.
Professor.
And then the dick bows, hiya.
All right, give it up for Professor Nick Dunn.
Professor.
He's gotta wear a Spider-Man outfit.
You go play basketball.